Hello, Assalamu alaikum. My name is Jawad Sarwana. I'm an advocate of the Supreme Court of Pakistan and I also practice in the High Court. So this is a very short video on how I use mind maps in my legal arguments before the Honorable High Court of Sindh. I've also used this before the Supreme Court of Pakistan. This particular case that I have for you is a case of national importance. So in May, I received a telephone call from the Pakistan International Airlines that they had terminated and finished all their agreements that they had with an organization called PALPA, which is an association of pilots in Pakistan. And they had passed a notification where they said that they were no longer going to recognize PALPA and that they will now not negotiate with them. This is something that they had been doing since the 1970s. It had never been challenged. So it was a case of national importance to me. And I found it very useful that I had this skill set, which I had picked up from COFW and the team at Sania's. So what I did was initially when I got this file, you can see this is the file that I had with me. I had two bulky files which I had to digest, absorb. I had also given some submissions in the form of a counter affidavit. I had filed another application as well. So there was a lot of work that was going on. These were my legal authorities which I presented to the court. Some of it is here, some of it is here. So these were all the documents that I was going to be using. There's another file here that I had to now make a submission. The submissions themselves in court, when I was making the arguments, they lasted for over 6 days. They began on the 21st of May and they concluded on the 10th. Every day I would argue for about 2-3 hours, and at least on 3 days I was arguing alone. So I think I spent about 4.5 to 5 hours just making those submissions. And so when I got to it, I decided that, I had a basic idea what I was going to do. So I made these little mind maps of my submissions of how I was going to approach the whole section. I also put in little numbers. These are little numbers which I had cross-referenced to notes that I had because it was still a lot of information. I couldn't put all of it here. I also put down citations. You'll see citations here. And when I used it, I kept it on like this. So as I was making the arguments in the High Court, I had my this brochure open up like this. The judge could see it, the parties could see it, everybody could see it. And really, it just didn't matter because I was prepared and I was ready with my mind maps. Mind maps helped me a lot to think and reflect and make quick decisions because I have basically a whole framework of my argument right in front of me. I don't have to turn 10 to 4 pages. I just have it on 4 sheets. These are my 2 sheets. The arguments lasted 4 hours. So obviously these 2 sheets were not enough. And I turned to my other sheets. You can see this particular argument was rather complex. As I kept developing these brain nerve cells, these branches as the other side was arguing, because I kept realizing that there were certain branches that I had not thought about. And so I kept adding and adding and adding. And so it becomes quite complex. And so here I gave these arguments. I waited for about 30 days and we got a judgment in the shape by Justice Junaid Ghaffar Sahab. And this was an order which was given in my favor and it is now subject of an appeal in the High Court. So guess what? I'll get to draft another set of mind maps. So stay there, stay tuned, stay focused. You'll enjoy this one. All the best and take care.